Welcome to Between Both Cheeks, the podcast where we talk business, beauty, and butts. We'll be stripping down the aesthetics industry, whether you're here for spicy beauty tips, savvy business advice, or just a little banter. We've got you covered from front to back. So pull up a cheek and get ready to discover what happens between both cheeks.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the BBC. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute. We have so much to report. I'm wearing my Ask Me About My Butthole t-shirt from the Butthole competition that I did. I've been on a grand tour. I just got home.
That's pretty accurate, a grand tour.
I have. It's like the most luggage I've had to pack. So we did Detroit for the prettiest butthole competition, which was wild, and I thought I was going to lose my life because I drove through a tornado, like legit. I really like a hurricane. No, a tornado? Tomato, same thing?
Yeah, no.
Tornado. Yeah.
If you're in the Midwest, it's probably a tornado.
It was so, you guys, Romeo Santos was playing, and then all of a sudden it was like, it was like this high alert, this crazy alert. And like, I couldn't really see it. And it said like, you need to like pull over, but I didn't read it right away. I was like, maybe everything will be okay. Like I can get through this. It'll be fine. And I just continued to, and then I couldn't see anything in front of me. And I'm like, oh, this is bad.
Yeah, that's when people typically pull over and put their hazards on and stop like under an underpass or something.
Yeah.
And I'm super grateful. Like the Enterprise, shout out to Enterprise, by the way, they were amazing. They upgraded my car for whatever reason to a really beautiful SUV, the Genesis, because I usually just get like bare bones. Like I don't care about what I drive, right? But I remember thinking like if I was in a little like compact Nissan, like I don't know if this car would have made, like it was bad. There was people hiding out in the gas stations. And I remember there was this girl there and I was like, she goes, where are you going? And I said, Lansing. And she goes, okay. And she pulls out like the tornado watch app and she goes, so you probably want to leave now or you're not going to make it. And I'm like, what does that even mean? You're not going to make it? Like I'm going to die? And I just remember thinking like, there's no fucking way that I can die on my way to go judge a butthole competition.
No, you can't because you had to be in Vegas, or not in Vegas, in Dallas right before the classes started.
No, but like, all I could think of is like, oh my God, like it'll say on my obituary, like owner of anal bleach company dies on the way to judge a butthole competition. Like I can't go out that way. In Lansing, Michigan?
Fitting. Or not.
Doesn't get any
Let me die dancing bachata in the middle of the ocean in someplace exotic. Not on my way to judge a butthole competition in Lansing, you guys.
Oh my gosh.
So
well, you didn't, clearly.
I didn't, thank God.
All was good.
Thank God. I was like, I beat cancer and I dated a narcissist. I can get through anything.
The tornado.
So I was like, this. I remember driving, thinking that I was like, I can get through anything. This is nothing. Then I got a little bit scared. So that went well, and we were the hit of the show. I'm still waiting for the footage to come in of all the videos and everything that they took. So they actually had a videographer from Vegas.
Oh, did they
fly out?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that was super cool. She took tons of videos, and I think that we were the star of the show. I bleached an asshole live on stage.
On stage.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the footage.
We'll say we saw that footage.
You guys, any of the listeners listening, the reason why I haven't posted it is Meta hates me, truly, like hates me, Luba Sosowski specifically. Robin can attest to that for whatever reason. And I cannot post any of this until I get it edited properly to take out all of the nudity because there's just people naked everywhere.
And to top it off, they were Meta glasses.
I wore Meta glasses, so I had like front row seat of everything.
Like flagged over and over again.
Front row view.
People glittered their buttholes.
It was point of view.
Oh yeah, full POV. Rachel, you have the glasses. You know the footage and the quality that you get. And they would just come off stage and they would just spread for you.
Mhm.
Okay. That's, I mean, there's no other way.
There's
no
They
other
were
way.
confident. Very confident.
I have to say there were some really good looking buttholes. Like I was very, very impressed. I mean, they're clearly using our product, but I was very impressed. But bedazzled, glittered. My favorite was, there was one guy that was in it and he like sashayed towards me on the stage and he did this big presentation with his hands and he presented me with a mold of his butthole.
Wow.
Yeah, it was super sweet.
What an award.
Lovely.
Yeah, like
Where did you
absolutely.
put it?
Well, you know, it's
Right?
funny.
Where's the
It
mold?
didn't fit in my luggage. Let's just say it didn't fit.
Could you imagine?
That cleaning person's head.
So I didn't see a mold in the hotel room in Dallas.
Yeah, Robin and I shared a room in Dallas.
Oh my God.
I don't know if my team knows about this, but we handed out these amazing flyers that Ben did, and we made them like a little more sexy because we were in a strip club. And we've put my social media on here as well as Bright's. And I got a DM the other day asking me to sell photos of my feet.
Feet finder.
Oh my God.
He met me at, he's like, you were a judge at the contest. Would you ever consider selling pictures of your feet?
Bright's
You're
new
like,
business
how much?
venture.
Well, I don't even know what the going rate is. So I gave him a price and I didn't hear back. So we'll wait and see.
Damn.
Let's do a video of us, Luba. Let's do a video of us brightening your feet, and we'll put it on Feet Finder.
All he wrote back was, "Whoa, damn, that's expensive." And I said, "You should see how expensive I am when I'm screaming."
I guess it depends on good or bad screaming, right?
I may have had some tequila when I wrote that back.
So who ended up actually winning that? Because by the time you left, you had to like.
Yeah.
So here's the thing.
Up.
Yeah, they were running far behind, and I had to get to Dallas, so I had to drive from Lansing to Detroit, and then fly from Detroit straight to Dallas and walk right onto the show floor. So we were thinking it was going to be over like 1:00. It's now 3:30. It takes an hour and a half to drive, and my flight was like at 7 or something. So I went to them and I was like, listen, like I'm going to have to, like, there's no way I'm going to make my flight. Like, I need to fly out. So I don't even know who won it. I need to follow up with them and see. But it was a huge hit, you guys. They loved us. The t-shirts, people were buying t-shirts. I was selling them out of the back of the truck. I was selling anal bleach kits out of the back of the truck, like some carnival animal.
Carney.
Carnival animal.
Like it was wild. And then I just conducted business nonstop. Like I walked around the strip club and saw all these guys like sitting with these, strippers and stuff. And I was like, here, you can buy an anal bleach kit right online right here. And they're like, I don't need one. And I was like, do you want one? I'd say to the girl, I was like, do you want one? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, she wants one. You could just buy it right here. Just scan this code. And I sat outside like the men's bathroom and I would wait for the guys to come out and I'd give them a stack of cards. I'm like, you need to go back in there and put these in the bathroom. I put them by the ATM machines. I put them in the, I just like walked around, like handed out. I was like,
The best part too is so we, when we do our sales and stuff, we use like the point of sale we use is on the iPad, right? So Rachel's in Las Vegas. I'm in Dallas. Luba's on her way from Michigan. Robin is in Dallas. We're looking at these things and Rachel's like, oh, I don't have an address or da-da-da on this one. And I'm looking at the time. I'm like, wasn't us. That was sold at like 6 this morning. 5:30, 6 o'clock this morning. Actually, I think at the time change, it was 5 o'clock this morning. Yeah, so Luba, she was selling them. I was like, it was definitely not us. It was.
Listen, for those of you that think that I just dance all day and don't do anything, I hustle hard when I have to hustle hard.
Yeah, you do.
I'm always working. So that was great. Then we did our first trade show, right? For our first like group trade show where everyone was kind of together again.
Yeah. We've only had smaller ones this year. So we've had, Toronto and Vancouver. We did YSC. But, in the sense of trade show, like we always think about it. Yeah. Dallas was late this year.
Mm-hmm.
It was, but it was so good.
Always good.
I mean, our class lineups were insane. The fire marshal threatened to shut down the entire convention center because of our lineup.
Well, that's what they put us way in the way back corner.
People were like
crazy.
Yeah.
Same old.
Holding wall.
Same old.
We're popular.
Yeah.
It literally funneled as you walk down the hallway. It just funneled down. So then everybody's waiting in line, like stuffed in like sardines.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
oh my gosh. It was then when the first class, everybody running in like it was Black Friday. It was wild running for a chair. I mean, the first class, I couldn't even get out the door to film. Like, because there was no rhyme or reason. It was so jam-packed because they had put us at the very end, like Erin was saying. But massive success, connected with so many cancer survivors. I felt this one.
Really?
Like I said, I had like very deep conversation with a lot of either people going through active cancer or like survivors. Like there was a lot of that. And that could also be because like we've done a little more branding with Strength and Courage than I think we have in the past. And Erin's idea of, taking away just the whole anal bleach booth and making it more from head to toe and down below, which just got trademarked. We got another trademark, baby. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's lots. So yeah, Dallas was a good show. We had 6 people only at Dallas, but it was in such a small venue this year in comparison to like the convention center like in the past, but it was good.
Yeah, it was really great. It was great group. It was great to connect with the Bryght babes again. And just a true success all around. Presentation, booth, vibe. It was great.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
It took us an hour to tear down the booth too.
Crazy storms there.
That was great.
Erin was driving around like a maniac in her minivan pickup.
Yeah, I got to feel the tires.
The loser cruiser.
And then the other one, what did we do after that? And then I flew to Honduras with our
Viviana had her event and her wedding, and then there was a little surprise. There was Bryght made it on national television there
in Honduras, and I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. I said it to Erin before I even booked my flight to Honduras. I was like, it would be really great if we could get like a TV segment while I'm there. And I literally just planted the seed. I wrote it down. I just knew in my gut it was going to happen. And I landed and Vivi was like, we have an opportunity to be on national television. It's a controversial show called The Women Have Arrived. And I think that was very fitting.
Yeah, the show name, what was in Spanish, I don't remember what it was, but
The Women Have Arrived is a direct translation, which I think is wild because we're women owned and operated. So I thought that was so fitting.
I love that.
Vivi was just amazing. I just sat there and smiled because I have no idea what's going. This is what I said on national television in Honduras. What is it? Hola, Honduras. Me llamo Luba. I am the owner of Bryght.
You sat there silent. I'm sitting there watching, just smile. Luba's like, I don't know.
I just smiled. I was like, I nodded my head. There's a photo. Yeah. I just nodded my head like I knew what was going on. I was like,
Here's the thing is I don't speak Spanish. I can pick up some of it, but I was waiting for you guys to come on and I was fully invested in this show. They were talking about an OnlyFans woman being in the hospital after sleeping with 500 dudes. And I'm like, this is to national television? The gossip on this show?
Yeah.
I was fully invested.
Yeah. Erin says she's going to start watching it on the regular. Yeah. I mean, I'm super grateful for Viviana. I think we need to actually do an episode about her and how we found her and how it came to be, because it's such a beautiful story. And there we go.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yeah,
if you're like listening to this podcast, you need to find us and watch the video. There's cute.
Yeah.
Look us
I
up
didn't
on
get
YouTube.
to see that. I want to see that.
It's so good.
Oh, I'll send them. I'll send you all of them. I was fangirling at my computer. I'm like,
I know. Yeah. And then what happened from there? We have the entire episode. They sent us the entire clip. So you'll be posting that on YouTube and stuff. And if anyone speaks Spanish and wants to listen to it. Just super proud of Vivi. Like, you know, we met her in a coffee shop 3 years ago. We had no idea that she was a dermatologist. We had no idea that she had clinics. And 3 years later, she is, you know, our distributor for Honduras. She's getting us on TV. She's been on TV with the brand before. And, you know, she put together an iconic event. It was at the nicest hotel in Honduras. There was crazy security there. Her husband came in a tux and like was leading people to be seated. She did the entire presentation with her assistant, Sarah. And it was all for doctors, gynecologists, dermatologists that were there. She did it all. She did absolutely everything, and it was seamless. There was food, there was drinks, there was music. Like it was so well done. It was so well done.
All in combined, her wedding was what, 2 days later?
You guys, it was next level. Yeah. She literally picked me up and cooked for me the day before her wedding. And I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, no, I won't have it any other way. Had me over at her home. I stayed with her parents. I drank coffee with her grandma every morning, even though we didn't speak the same language. I just would take out my translator and I would say, Grandma, will you come and drink coffee with me on the patio outside? And she was so excited. And then she would speak to me in Spanish and I'd be like, hold on. And I would grab my translator and I would be like, okay, speak. And she would just smile and look at me. And as soon as I put the translator down, she would start speaking to me. So we had no idea what we were saying, but we had coffee every morning. It was amazing. I felt like a great connection with her. But yeah, so Vivi literally picked me up. We did the event. We were on TV and she got married.
And wow, she's stunning. My God.
Yeah. The wedding was something else, you guys. I mean, the church, it was the dress, everything was. And so 2 weddings for us in 1 month.
2 in 1 month, yeah.
So that's the family that we've built.
Yeah, flying all over the fucking place for it too.
Yeah.
Oh, have we even done a podcast since Shonda's wedding?
Yeah. I don't think so.
I'm like trying to think back now. I'm like,
I don't think so.
I've done a couple podcasts, but nothing to do with that. But yeah.
Yeah.
So we all got together for Shonda's wedding in a big Airbnb. So I'm just very proud of like the team that we've built and the relationship that everyone has with each other. I mean, I think it's pretty, I keep using the word iconic, but I don't know any other word to use that, you know, we all want to hang out with each other. We all want to stay with each other. We all want to be part of each other's lives. We go to, you know, weddings for each other, like, you know, just the support. I mean, when I look at the chat and, you know, something that's just recently happened to someone that's, you know, personal, and they just, you know, asked for prayers and support and just the follow up and follow through with everyone is, you know, this is what I've always wanted. This is what I always wanted to create. So I'm so grateful to have this and see it come to life.
I was just going to say, you know, it's the group, it's this group of women. And, you know, when people see us at these shows and, you know, and when I interview people too, and it really is that way, right? The women that travel with us, majority of them don't work full time for Bryght. They're business owners, whether it's, you know, a solo in a suite or someone who owns the actual suites or a big business or a salon or a doctor. It's all these different people from different backgrounds, just cultures, just you name it, from geographically, that alone all over the place. And it's, everyone connects. And like you said, Luba, just this thing that has happened recently, and it was just asking for her reaching out, asking for support because she was, in a tough spot, feeling, down, and everyone, my phone was like, bing, 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 bing. And it, it was wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So nice to see. So nice to see. So it was crazy. And then that was really kind of the end of the tour of everything that we did. And then my choice was to either go back to Miami. Oh yeah, I went to Miami too between there.
That's right.
Oh yeah, that's right. I went to Miami because we did our partnership with Mount Sinai.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, that too.
So I did a great event in Miami, which was amazing. We had our own table there. We had our banners there. We had our brochures, which are now translated into Spanish. So those of you listening who carry Strength and Courage, we have this incredible pamphlet that you'll be able to purchase online, as well as if you buy the products, we'll give you some of those complimentary in your orders. But it all has before and afters, the story, the model search, everything is on there. I thought that I would be speaking to patients while I was there. No, I was speaking to the medical team. So very excited. Strength and Courage is going to be in their new Mount Sinai Cancer Center, which is a $265 million center that they're building from the ground up. It'll be ready in February, March, and we'll be there for the grand opening. And Bryght is going to be available in their spa.
And for new listeners, Strength and Courage keeps the skin from blistering, burning, and peeling and hyperpigmenting during radiation therapy. So it's an incredible solution formulated by Luba herself during her chemo and radiation journey. And it's a remarkable product. It will yield you immediate results, and you just put it on before, during, and after your treatment, and it'll help protect and maintain your skin during that time. It's good stuff.
Always working.
Always. Rachel's
It is great. No, she's not wrong. It's that plug. It has to be said, because we talk about these things like, everyone knows what we're talking about. Some people are like, what the hell are they?
They don't know. And
those plugs, it's necessary. So it was created for, those undergoing treatment. But I always say courage is our most underrated. For me, I think it's the most underrated or looked over. It is so good. And it's not just, those going through treatment. It's any compromised skin condition. It's we're in Texas of ant bites, sunburn, diaper rash, you name it.
Yeah. Chapped nipples from breastfeeding. People are using it for stretch marks, pregnancy, hands, chapped hands, all of the things. It's an incredible product. What else? And then that really kind of wrapped it up. And then
they're picking up the skid today. So maybe them.
So then, sorry, I forgot to talk about Miami and the amazing opportunity that we had there, and our continued partnership with Mount Sinai, which continues to grow strong. And I'm so excited. And what was really amazing was, because I got to talk to the medical staff and not so much the patients, was they spoke about the results that their patients are seeing and the relief that they're seeing in their skin instantly. And that is that's the feel good part of this company and this job. It was so emotional for me to listen to that, because it was never supposed to be part of the line. It was just designed for me. I just wanted it to get through my cancer treatment. So to know that we get to impact lives like that is pretty amazing. And I think we did mention it in the last podcast, but if we didn't, we've lowered the prices of Strength and Courage, because we want to make sure that this gets into the hands of absolutely everyone. This isn't about profits. This is about giving back. And we don't want, it's hard enough in the US specifically to have things covered by insurance. And I hated hearing the stories of, they showed up for chemo and that type of chemo wasn't covered. So I don't ever want them to think or say that it's just something that they couldn't afford. So we lowered the prices on that.
And speaking of Strength and Courage, if you or someone you know has undergone or is going through treatment, we do a model search. So you'll notice like a lot of our marketing, you'll see different women. We have not had a band so far, but those are all people who have submitted to be a part of our model search. And whoever those people are, we decide to choose one. What is it, August typically? We go through and we fly them out for a photo shoot, and we pay them, and we put them in a hotel, and they get full outfits, and it's a beautiful thing. And yeah, it shows through our marketing. So please, if you know anybody, have them submit their story. Would love to hear and have their chance at it.
And they get to keep all the clothes from Anna Ono, which are generously donated to the photo shoot as well. So we do a lot of the giving back stuff. So I would say, it may have started with anal bleach, but it's so much more. Yeah. It's head to toe and down below. Registered trademark.
We're more than anal. We're more than just anal bleach girls.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Exactly.
On our wild adventures called May 2025. You think it would calm down a little bit, but no, we had like 2 hours of inventory meetings this morning during what we have upcoming. So
yeah, and we got a new launch coming soon. Sweat is in production right now. So those of you that have purchased it, pre-ordered, and took advantage of that special pricing, it will be here soon. I'm so excited for this. Yeah. I think it's going to be next level. Like this is something very cool. And this is something that I've been working on for 2 years.
Yeah.
This is a long project. So anti-chafing, full body deodorant, odor control, and brightening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're going to be so excited when they finally have that product in their hands.
I know. Oh I know. Erin, what were you saying?
I said, you said listed off all those things. And I said, we're all wrapped up into one product.
Yeah.
It's all wrapped up into one. And the packaging, I love the packaging on it.
I'm obsessed with the packaging. I'm a packaging junkie. Yeah. I spend way too much money on our packaging. Way too much money on our packaging. But that's
okay because, now something that I've never paid attention to, I pay attention. I'm like, what is this garbage if I buy some?
100%.
It's so true.
I know.
Yeah. That's funny.
I created a monster. You wouldn't think twice about it before, and now it's like, I'm a packaging junkie.
Is this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. True. Yeah. Sorry, you guys. I hate doing this on a podcast, but if you know, you know. It just, yeah.
So that's our wrap up of May, all over the place, and June will be the same. July. We go on a little hiatus from the shows.
Yeah.
But check out our events page because all of our shows, our events, our boot camps are updated on there, and we'd love to see you and have us join you or have you join us at one or all.
And for all would be amazing. And we also have a boot camp at headquarters. Mm-hmm. So if you want a tour of headquarters, if you kind of want to meet the team, if you want to get certified, we've got lunch for you. We've got a gift for you. And that is right after the Vegas show. So there's still some tickets available for that. It's very small, very intimate. That's the way we like to do these boot camps. And it's our first one in the warehouse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's exciting.
Speaking
so that is the recap.
There's another one. I'm not sure if we'll have another podcast before, but we are also attending SugarCon in Cleveland, Ohio. It's a first for us. I think it's the first for the show. It's the first one. Mm-hmm. So we'll be a part of that and continuing the grand tour.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm going to add to my travel bank. 27 flights so far this year. 3.5 days on a plane. Total.
Oh my gosh.
27,000 miles. Maybe that's wrong. Let's take a quick peek here before we let you guys go. Oh, sorry. 35,000 miles.
My goodness gracious.
18 airports, 8 airlines, 3 days and 17 minutes in flight time.
Jeez.
Total.
You also have the Skin Summit too, Luba. We should have a podcast hopefully before then, but we'll see. Life gets crazy.
Yes.
Dude, that's July. We don't have much of a hiatus.
No, we don't. I was like, I'm not going to tell her because she might go into full panic mode, but no.
That's so funny. Here we are. See, guys, it sounds like on this podcast we don't have it together. We really do, though. We prepare
we do.
for these things, and
we do.
There's just sometimes there's so much, and you're trying to keep up, and that list in the brain only goes so far.
There's not enough paper to write down for the to-do list. But listen, at the end of the day, I think I can speak for everyone that we love what we do. We've got an amazing team, and some days it definitely feels like work. But for me speaking, like when you love what you do, it doesn't feel
never work
as
a day
bad.
in your life.
Yeah. Never work a day in my life. Yeah. Except when I'm, what is it? Slinging anal bleach out of the back of my car at a strip club at 3 a.m.
Hey, she loved that too. It made for great content and good stories. So that was fun too.
Some great content. Stay tuned, you guys. I have not forgotten about you. We will post that content. We just have to be very, very careful. I sent a couple of the videos to the girls in Dallas, and I just watched their faces across the room when they opened.
I was like, we're going to lose some followers if we post it.
Mind blowing. Erin ran to me right away and she's like, "You're not posting this, are you?" I was like, "No, I need someone to edit this out."
And I don't do social media. I don't personally even, I'm hardly even on it. And I was even like, holy shit.
Yeah.
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 Jaws hitting the floor.
Literally.
Yeah.
So
what is my life?
It's a good one, right?
What is my life?
All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening. Like I said, check out our events page. We hope to see you at one or all. Luba, can you link the
definitely. I will link the event
so listeners have the opportunity to come visit because there is limited space, guys.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening, and we'll try to pump out another podcast for you. If not, stay tuned. Let us get through this month, and we'll have more updates for you soon. Thanks for joining.